Hello, welcome to my channel, A Budgeting Wife. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to budget with me and support me during this financial journey as I navigate through how to make my money stretch through the month. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video, you will consider subscribing. Hello, my budgeting community. How are you all? I am doing okay. So, it is that time to close out February's month for 2023. Today is the 25th, and today's Saturday, so that ends my whole week and it ends my month because, as you all know, like I stated previously, this week starts my March budget period. So that is going to go from the 26th and until the 4th of March. So what we are going to be doing today, in today's video, we are going to be closing out week 4 and closing out the whole month of February. So stay tuned. Okay, so what we are looking at is February's Paycheck Budget Tracker for February 19th through the 25th. So we are going to start off with my income section. So we have rollover number 1, and we have that as actually $338.76. And for rollover number 2, we actually rolled over $406.48, which gave us an income total for February week 4, $745.24. So the bills that we had to cover were Netflix, and that came out at $9.99. Apple Storage came out at $2.99. Half of the car note came out at $160. The Ford came out at $274.37. The water did not come out because it came out last week. Renter's insurance came out at $23.24, and Klarna came out at $31.13. So that gave us a bill total of $501.07 with a leftover of $43.52. So when we jump into our week 4 envelopes, we had a leftover of $243.52. So gas, I budgeted $30. We spent $29.11. Nothing else came out, but school came out at $175.53. Let me go ahead and put my zeros in. Okay, so that gave our envelope total to $204.64 with a leftover of $38.88. And as you all know, we just go ahead and transfer that over to our extra savings. So my credit union savings account actually got $1.88, and our March start balance is getting $37. So that gave our savings total $38.88 with zero left over. That is just stating that all my money had a place to go this week. So this is how week 4's paycheck budget tracker is looking like. I did make a note to myself to try to make up for the sinking funds that I was not able to stuff this week, because I do have a bill coming out and I'll need this money to cover that bill. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and jump into where did my money go worksheet so we can close out February. Okay, we are looking at our February's debt payment plan, and these are my creditors. So I have Equinox, that balance is $5,910.91. Our forward balance is $9,698.49. Best Buy's balance is $340. Discover's balance is $103.07. Cardinal's balance is $123.28, and then Amazon do have a zero balance. So, total debt payments this month was $804.27. So I'm going to go down to our monthly debt progress and overall debt progress. So for monthly debt progress, last month's total debt balance was $16,559.86. This month's total debt balance is $16,175.75, with a total debt monthly progress of $384.11, and our total debt monthly progress was 2%. Okay, so our overall debt progress, we started with $23,170.40 in 2022. This month total debt balance was $16,175.75. Our overall debt progress is $6,994.65, with a 30% overall debt progress. So that means we almost spent $7,000 paying off debt. I cannot wait to see what this number is going to be at the end of this year. So this is a sneak peek, quick peek of my February debt payment plan. Now we are going to go to Where Did My Money Go worksheets. Okay, so we are looking at Where Did My Money Go for February's monthly budget category breakdown. So we have a starting balance of $215.24. This is what I came in with for February. My earned income was $1,073. Other income that I did receive was $1,106.70. Our savings used this month was $131, equal our total monthly inflow of $2,525.94, $2,525.94. So, our budget categories were rent, utilities, insurance, monthly subscriptions, yearly subscriptions, debt, gas, household, me, daughter, son, miscellaneous, food out, car wash, car accessories, savings, and school. So, our rent came in at $120 with zero difference. That was 5% of our total monthly inflow. At the bottom, I have a key. Under is green, over is gray, pink was on budget. Okay, so rent, we were on budget, and that was 5% of our total monthly inflow. Utilities, we were under budget. We spent $238.94 on our utilities, and we were under $111.06. That was 9% of our monthly total inflow. Insurance, we were under by 28 cents, and that was 12% of our total monthly inflow. Monthly subscriptions, we spent $71.93. We were under $25.62. Let me go ahead and get that marked off. Okay. And we were under $25.62. We spent 3% of our total monthly inflow for monthly subscriptions. Okay, for yearly subscriptions, we spent $266.09. We were over budget, $5.09, and that was 11% of our total monthly inflow. For debt, we were over. We spent $804.27, and that was over. We were over budget by $104.27, and 32% of my total monthly inflow went towards debt. Gas, we spent $195.41. We were under budget, $4.59, and that was 8% of our total monthly inflow. Household, we were over budget by $20.19. We spent $70.19, and that was 3% of our total monthly inflow. Okay, so for me, I was under budget by $12.80. I spent $87.20. And that was 3% of our total monthly inflow. Daughter was on budget. Son, we overspent. We spent $16.16. And that was less than 1% of my total monthly inflow. Miscellaneous, we were over budget by $9.40, and that was less than 1% of my total monthly inflow. Food out consists of anything that we eat or drink outside of the house. So Starbucks, McDonald's, Burger King, all the food that we do not create is considered food out of the house. So we overspent by $10.38. We spent $25.38, and that was 1% of our total monthly inflow. Car wash, car accessories, we were over by $11.38. We spent $21.83, and that was less than 1% of my total monthly inflow. Okay, for savings, we was over in savings by $1.88. We saved $21.88, and that was less than 1% of my total monthly inflow. And for school, we were over budget by $228.54. We spent $228.54, and that was 9% of my monthly inflow. This category kind of snuck up on me. I usually don't have school expenses, but I am prepared for those expenses when they do pop up. So, our total for February monthly spent was $2,488.94, and we have our March start balance at $37. Okay, we are on the next page of where did my money go? February monthly debt and savings breakdown. So as far as debt, our total monthly inflow was $2,525.94. Our monthly debt payoff was $804.27. Our percent of inflow to debt was 32%. Our debt categories was the Equinox, Ford, Best Buy, Klarna, Amazon, and Discover. These are the totals that I spent per debt category, and the percent of category to debt is listed here. When I added everything up, everything came up to 100%. Okay, for our savings. Our total monthly income was $2,394.94. Our total monthly savings was $21.88, and that was less than 1% of my income. So, emergency got 20. That was 91% of 91% of category saved emergency, and our credit union savings account got $1.88, which this came up to 100% as well. When you see a high percent towards a certain category, you know that you're striving for that category. So, as you guys know, debt was 32%. Well, actually, debt was 32%. Yeah. So, out of all these numbers, debt is what we're trying to pay off. So that's what you guys see reflected here is our highest percentage of towards this category was debt. So, 32% of monthly inflow went towards debt, and then as you guys can see, the Equinox is getting most of that debt. And then as far as emergency is my number one goal for saving, and 91% of that went towards emergency. So I am happy with how this is looking for February. Now we are going to go ahead and look at our where did my money go monthly spending comparison sheet. So this is the sheet that I was talking about earlier. So the comparison sheet, our monthly inflow, we had a positive. That means we got more. We got $89.29 more than we did in January. So for rent, that was 5% of our income, and nothing changed. Utilities, we were under in February than we were. We spent more in January than February. We spent $107 more last month than we did this month. Insurance, we were over. Our insurance did increase, so I was expecting this number to go up. So we were over $34.06. For our monthly subscriptions, we were over by $4.93. For our yearly subscriptions, we were over $266.09. We spent more than January. Our debt, we spent less, so we were under $39.74. For gas, we were over by $39.59, so we spent more in February than we did January. For household, we spent more in January than February by $44.35. For me, I spent more in February than January, so I spent $87.20 more than I did in January. Daughter, she was under budget by $29.34. She did not receive nothing this month, but she did last month. My son, he received $16.16, so we were under budget by $90.22. That means he got less this month than he did last month. Miscellaneous got more in February than it did January by $4.38. Food out got less February than January by $20.40, so we spent less. We were under budget for food out. Car wash, car accessories, they got more. We were over $21.83. I spent more in February than I did in January. Savings, I got to save less this time than I did in January, which is a big bummer, but I still put something away, so that is good. At least it's not at zero. And I did put away my main number one goal, which was emergency. So as long as that got funded, everything else is kind of is okay. So savings spent this month, I spent more. I spent $96.11 more than I did last month. So this is how my monthly spending comparison looks like for February. Like I said, this month there was a lot of I got $89 more than I did last month. So, and there were some yearly subscriptions that needed to come out this month. So that's why February was more than last month. But I'm pretty much satisfied with how the month went. Everything got accounted for and nothing came up missing. So that is 100% in my book. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me today in this closing out February's month for 2023. You guys stick around because I am about to go ahead and post March's calendar spread, and we're going to jump right into March. So I want you all to have a nice day. Stay safe and enjoy. Bye-bye.